our country, which can be achieved through, number one, to make the commission part-time. The Constitution of Kenya that establishes the Teacher Service Commission gives either options. Number one, Honorable Chair, you have a full-time secretariat headed by a CEO or a secretary. The secretariat is very competent. If you look at the role of the commission, it's basically policy formulation. And the secretariat that operates on full-time basis is made up of very competent Kenyans who can actually take the Teacher Service Commission forward. Mr. Chair, as we speak today, there is a lot of interference to the work of the secretariat by the commissioners because they are idle. You know, so the commission, if you look at the role of the commission in terms of policy formulation, they do not have to sit from Monday to Friday, from January to December. If you look at the role of the commission, registration of teachers, disciplining them, deploying them, you don't have to do these things from January to December. The same way the board of Kenya Power and Lighting Company or the board of KenGen is steering the policy formulation of the electricity sector in our country, is the same manner in which the Teacher Service Commission should also operate on part-time. If they operate on part-time, Honorable Chair, we are going to save more than 70 million per year. This money can employ more than 8,000 teachers who can further reduce the teacher deficit in this country by 8%. So this is something which we must take forward, Honorable Chair. Number two, I also seek to ensure that this bill seek to put the ending sufferings of teachers in our country once and for all. Teachers suffer in this country because of poor management, Honorable Chair. And what I propose here is that we must look at how the Teacher Service Commission is reconstituted. If you give you an example, the policy analyst failed to capture, for example, the Parliamentary Service Commission, where it is prescribed that 4 members of parliament are appointed from the majority party, and the minority party appoints 3 who sits on the Parliamentary Service Commission. If you look at the Judicial Service Commission, Honorable Chair, the judges elect their own to represent them on the commission. The magistrates elect their own to represent them on their commission. The lawyers, the advocates, also elect their own to represent them on the commission. So I am simply saying through this bill that primary school teachers should elect one of their own to sit on this commission. The secondary should also elect one of their own to sit on this commission. Those who are teaching lecturers in the university should also elect one of their own in TVETs to sit on this commission, so that there is fairness in the management of the affairs of teachers in this country. It cannot be, Honorable Chair, that when it comes to members of parliament, elected and serving members of parliament sits on the Parliamentary Service Commission. When it comes to judges, the Judicial Service Commission, serving judges, serving magistrates, and practicing advocates are represented. But when we come to teachers, the only qualification is whether you know the appointing authority or not. If somebody ran for a parliamentary seat or some position somewhere and lost, either with, so that Teacher Service Commission is just a place where job seekers, people who are jobless, can be given an opportunity to come and serve the teachers. We want to serve our teachers with dignity. This can only be done if the teachers themselves are on that table that is enacting policies that takes them forward, Honorable Chair. I submit, Honorable Chair.
Whoa, thank you.
I wanted to ask Teacher Service Commission, because we have so many commissions as you have highlighted, is it something that you want to make sure that all the commissioners are on part-time? It's not only Teacher Service Commission, number one. That is my first question. Number two, the management of teachers. It's a whole roller coaster. It's not like the judiciary probably, because the number of, like now the government has employed 76,000 teachers. If you calculate in terms of how many teachers we have in this country, I think we are moving towards 300 or so number of teachers across the lecturers, the primary school teachers, the secondary school teachers. So if you decide that they're going to be electing their own commissioners, that's a whole election. Because at the end of the day, you have to start maybe from somewhere. As you climb the randa, it's going to be another roller coaster in terms of making sure that we have those commissioners. So my only point of departure is the commissioners, the work that the commissioners, the Teacher Service Commission do is completely different from maybe probably the Judicial Service Commission and maybe probably the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, because their role and their mandate is it's not that entailing. But if you look at the Teacher Service Commission, there is a whole lot of management. So the only thing that you could maybe propose, or probably once the chair and the committee decides to go ahead with their bill, is maybe we also put a rider, or we make sure that all the commissioners who are supposed to sit on the Teacher Service Commission, because you could be saving us money in terms of commissioners going part-time, but for them to be sitting or to be elected by the teachers, they're going to spend a lot of money for them to make sure that they get to that point. So my point is, maybe we can say all the commissioners should be teachers. For us to be fair, the same way we are saying the Judicial Service Commission employ the judges, employ the lawyers and all that. Maybe we can put a rider and say all the commissioners at Teacher Service Commission, and you see also a whole program, because it's a human resource. Because someone needs to understand, maybe the teacher should be represented, the lecturer should be represented, but it's all about the human resource and management of teachers. So maybe there is where I wanted you to clarify how you're going to make sure that the teachers are the one who is sitting on the Teacher Service Commission if you probably decide to amend the bill.
Okay. Jen?
Nagging desk mate during the earlier session for a very good job on this bill. Chairman, let me confess, I'm a daughter to retired teachers, and so I think this is a very timely bill, or a timely amendment. For me, my contribution would be that it is very important for teachers to represent themselves in the commission, because the wearer of the shoe is the one who knows where it pinches most. But that said also, I would think we would need to also include members from the PTA, that is the Parents Teachers Association, and the League of Fraternity to also guide teachers. Because, Chairman, let's not lie to ourselves. We used to have an organization called the Kenya National Union of Teachers, and it was killed by TSC. So we need to have teachers inside so that they can actually premeditate what is being planned against them or what is being planned to weaken them. So I support that we need their representation in the commission. On part-time basis, I would tend to disagree, because considering the magnitude of teachers we have in this country, and the work that they have to undertake, let's not trivialize the work that the commission does. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Some good work. But I was wondering, why TSC? Why not all other commissions? Because if we really have to look at rescuing Kenyans through these commissions, I think most of the commissions in Kenya is largely doing the same thing TSC commission is doing. So did you take time to also understand these other ones? Also, will referendum be needed? Because I think commissions are also pegged on the constituency, something like that. Also, when you talk about mismanagement and management of resources, so how far or how else do you pick these commissioners in the future, even if you want to put it as not a full time? Because management is not only money; it can also be many other things like human resource, like teachers, to some extent. I would think the commission is needed because of the number of teachers in this country. That is, if you remove that small commission, you might probably have a bigger problem managing this same large number of teachers in the country. Thank you.
Resuda, Honorable Resuda.
I think the rest of the issues are just, like amendments, which can be proposed or supported. But in terms of money, the money issue, you're saving the country money. Whether you really want to make TSC a part-time commission with all the kind of work that they have to do, that's something debatable through the amendments. But yeah, thank you.
We are here because of the money bit. So these other issues are debatable. It will come to second reading and we'll be there to challenge some of the issues. But for now, you can just respond if you so wish.
Thank you, Chair. Number one, I have proposed similar amendments to CRA Act and SRC Act. And because these amendments are relevant before different departmental committees, and I cannot do the work, I'm not the only one who do the work. Maybe after I've done these amendments to make TSC part-time, the other members of parliament, either present or in future, can decide to change. But also I want to confirm that the constitution that establishes these commissions gives that they can serve either part-time or full-time. Coming to the question now where the honorable member for Kiambaa asked about electing these teachers, if advocates are doing the same when it comes to coming up with their representative to the Judicial Service Commission, magistrates are doing the same, judges are doing the same, it's also workable. It can be done in terms of coming up with a modalities that is faster and fairer on how this nominee will be arrived at. Now, looking at, there is some misunderstanding among very many Kenyans who think that most of teacher management in this country is done by the commissioners. It is not. If you look at Article 237 of Teacher Service Act, where it puts pens down the roles of the commission. Number one, a register of trained teachers. This is done by the secretariat, not the commission. The commission only models the policy, the procedures that has to be followed before they are registered. So this is something that the secretariat do every time. Recruit and deploy registered teachers. Secretariat does this. Assign teachers employed for service in any public school or institution. This is the work of the secretariat. Exercise disciplinary control over teachers. The process is initiated by the secretariat, and then the tail end of it, I think, is done by the commission, which can be handled on part-time. You know, termination of employment of teachers is done by the secretariat. Review of the standards of the education and training of persons entering the teaching services. This can be done on part-time. Review demand and supply of teachers can be done on part-time. Advise the national government on matters relating to the teaching profession. It can be done on part-time. In a nutshell, Honorable Chair, even the role of the commission in terms of policy formulation is not a standalone role. They don't do it alone. Parliament assists them. The minister in charge of basic education and higher education also assists them. So it is a role which the commission can function on part-time. They can be meeting on part-time just to check on a few things, Honorable Chair. And let us be fair to the teachers of our country. The same way we are fair to members of parliament, the same way we are fair to the advocates, judges, and magistrates in this country. Even the National Police Service, which is similar in terms of their roles to the Teacher Service Commission, because we have police stations and police posts everywhere in our country. We have thousands of police officers in this country. The Police Service Commission, the membership is clearly defined, that it must have 2 senior police officers, and the 2 DIGs are commissioners of the Police Service Commission. So why is it that when it comes to the teachers of this country, then we are coming in with a very fat English, discussing very many things? Let us be fair for once and for all to the teachers of our country. Even if you don't like, even if you never...
Point of order, Chair.
There is...
Point of order. Chairman, it's not fair for Honorable Didmus Barasa, Wekesa Barasa, to play politics with the bill, because the moment he tried to put like we are just denying the teachers what they really need, it looks like we are the one who are actually refusing to support his bill.
Actually, I want to conclude this matter because I said our focus was mostly on money.
Chair, in 3 seconds.
So
3 seconds,
just summarize.
Chair.
Parliament will be very unfair if we don't enact this law in terms of the reading of the procedures for appointing commissioners for other commissions. That when it comes to the judges and the magistrates, we are saying a farmer cannot make decision on their behalf. But we are saying that our farmers or business people can make decision on behalf of the teachers of this country by being commissioners. Let us be fair for once and for all to the teachers of this country.